Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm ready to react already. I'm ready to react. I'm ready to react. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my god, I'm ready. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm done. What up, everybody? My name is Sammie and welcome back to our Fate Zero reaction series. Today I'll be reacting to episode 11, which is titled Discussing the Grail, where I assume that people are going to be discussing the Grail. Just a little theory I got up my sleeve. Last time we watched some Fate Zero, we got to see Reen's big adventure, which was definitely a big adventure, to say the least. Probably one of my favorite episodes in the series. I really liked the, caveat of episodes to kind of get away a little bit, but still on the same path of the Grail War and kind of see how it was affecting, the children and Reen trying to kind of live up to what she feels she should be, like her dad. And it was heartwarming. And then it tied back to Sakura, right? To be about Berserker's master. I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused. A lot of the times I'm very confused in Fate Zero. However, I was explaining to Pepe, who you all might know from Twitch and PUBG playing, kind of about the show, and I felt like I was really on it. I was telling him about the servants and the mages and the masters and everything that kind of goes and the classes, and I was like, all right, maybe I'm not as confused as I think I am all the time. But I really try. But I actually think that I got him somewhat interested in it, so I think he's going to be watching as well. Not as a reaction. But speaking of Pepe, and being that it's probably a Wednesday since we're releasing Fate Zero, I'm actually recording on a Wednesday, but you guys won't see this until next Wednesday after the BRB 24-hour stream, which is in the future, but also now in the past. Confusing. Anyway, I got my shirt straight out of Pachinki. It is, it's actually I don't know what I'm talking about. It is about PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is something we play often on our Twitch on Sammie Crow. It's kind of the game I'm addicted to right now. I'm looking forward to some new maps come December. I can't help but be addicted to it. So if you ever want to hang out and watch Sammie Crow night, Wednesday night, we play Sammie and Jammies. Usually I'll play until I get my PlayStation fixed. So yeah, if you're into PUBG, definitely come hang out and watch us loot and scoot and just pretty much have a good time. It's great. It's great fun. I love pubbing. I love it. Twitch link below. Selfless plug. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back to Fate Zero. Let's do this. Ryder.
Hello, Saber.
Hello. I feel like he's not going to kill her.
Kind of gloomy here, don't you think? Why aren't you wearing your fashionable clothes like I am tonight? I've come to drink. What else does it look like I've come here to do?
Oh, they're just sitting in the garden.
There's hardly a need for bloodshed. After all, if the heroic spirits can agree on our rankings, then the matter can simply settle itself.
Then I assume you wish to compare your rank against my own. Archer, what are you doing here?
Yes. Well, I saw him in town, so I thought I might as well invite him to our little gathering.
Just all coming together to just chat about the war. I love it.
What is
Only
this
Ryder
disgusting
could do
swill?
this.
Stupid mongrel.
Stupid mongrel. He loves calling people mongrels.
This is the beverage of a true king.
A fine treasure indeed. Oh, magnificent!
Hanging out.
My treasury houses only the very finest of drinks and the finest of swords.
First, we must hear what wish you would have the Grail grant should you win it.
That the Holy Grail is a treasure also means that it belongs to me.
You suggest that if we desire the Grail, we must first get your permission?
Indeed. However, there is no reason whatsoever for me to reward lowly mongrels of your ilk.
Him and the word mongrels.
If you were to swear fealty to me, I could lend you a Grail or two.
Sorry, that is totally out of the question.
It is the law. My law, which I set down as the rightful king.
Living by one's own law is the epitome of kingship. It has always been my style to just take what I want. After all, the great Iskander is the king of conquerors, is he not? Which means that all we have left to us is to meet on the field of combat. Would you still like us to help you finish this off tonight? There'll be plenty of time to kill each other after.
Just drink
King
him.
of Conquerors. A moment ago, you agreed that the Holy Grail's rightful ownership lies with another, and not yourself. And yet you would just take it by force? What makes the Grail so important to you?
What do you want?
Reincarnation.
What? Wait a minute! Wasn't your goal supposed to be world conquest? Ah!
As if I would leave the conquering to some mere cup. Conquering the world is my dream to make true.
I shall take great pleasure in killing you myself.
You don't have to remind me of the obvious. I have every intention of plundering your abundant storehouse until it's been laid bare, so get ready. Let us hear what you would ask of the Grail.
Probably
I
something
wish
much more
for my
nicer.
homeland's salvation. I shall avert Britain's fate of destruction.
We do have the option of launching an attack right now, Kire.
I have no objections.
Archer, what's so amusing?
You call yourself a king, and are praised by all as such? And yet you feel regret?
My beloved country, to which I devoted my whole life, was destroyed. Why is my sadness about that strange?
Did you hear that drivel rider? Did you hear what this little girl who calls herself King of Knights said?
A true king should be willing to make any sacrifice.
You are wrong. The king does not devote himself. It is the nation and the people who must devote themselves to the king. If a king regrets his rule, or regrets the manner in which his rule came to an end, that king is nothing but a fool.
Iskander, your reign ended with all your heirs slain, and your great empire broken up by civil war. Do you mean to say you have no regrets about that end?
None at all. But I shall never regret it.
But you...
Let alone undo it all! Such an act would be an insufferable insult to all those who fought and bled and died alongside me.
I agree with Saber.
Kings are martyrs to their ideals.
Yes.
That is not the way a person should live. A king must be greedier than any other. He must laugh more loudly and rage for much longer.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Proud king of chivalry. The righteousness and ideals you embraced in life may have indeed saved your nation and her people once. Surely you must know what became of those who were saved by you, but then were left to fend for themselves.
What are you saying?
You may indeed have saved them, but you never led them. You never showed them all what a king should really be. You abandoned your men when they lost their way. Then alone and untroubled by that fact, you went on to follow your own pretty little ideals to the end. You spent your life enraptured by a false idol of a humble king who always serves others. You're just a little girl.
Oh,
That's
nothing.
freaking intense. Assassins there. Assassins.
So is this all you're doing, Goldie?
Tokiomi. What a shameful cur.
I thought there was only like 12 of them. There's like
Servants
50.
with sacred bodies.
He's still
Calm
drinking.
yourself. Nothing to worry about, boy. Any who would speak with us, come forth and take a cup. This drink is as your blood. As I said, this drink is as your blood. If you insist on spilling it here tonight, then so be it. I suppose I'll just have to show you both right now exactly what a real king is all about when faced with an adversary like this one.
Uh-oh. What the hell?
I can make this world as real can ever be, because it still exists deep within our hearts. My bond with them is my greatest treasure, my path to kingship, the ultimate noble phantasm that I possess, Ionian Hetairai! Now then, shall we begin our battle, assassin? Annihilate them!
That is the greatest phantasm.
We have said all there is to say.
He is a real
I suppose
king.
that will do for today. I no longer recognize you as a king, Saber.
Damn!
Pay that base mongrel no heed, Saber. You are correct. Follow the path you believe in.
There was once a knight who left Camelot, claiming the king didn't understand how others felt. Well, perhaps that sentiment was shared by all of the knights.
So now Saber thinks I wasn't even a good king after Ryder told her that. Which is so crazy because in the beginning I was like, no, Saber's right, you know, you do it for the people. And then seeing Ryder with that phantasm and like, he just summons all those people to fight for him. Jesus. And like some of the things he said, like I really felt my ideas start to change. And then after like some of the things he said, I was like, damn, like Ryder is kind of right. And then he just like hit her with the I don't see you as a king anymore at the end, and I was like, oh my god. So is like Assassin all dead? Assassin? Is Assassin out? Which is crazy because Tokiyami was like, we got nothing to lose. Apparently the entire Assassin class. That is crazy. Ryder is such a boss ass beast. If now at the end of that, if I had to pick like, if it had to go by like ranking and king, I think that Ryder would win that. Would like if they discussed out of the Grail, I would say that Ryder. Obviously, there's all different types of ways to be a king. Like there's no one way, but I don't know. He got me going, and I guess that's what a king's supposed to do, right? That was a crazy phantasm, just like pulling out all those servants, and I guess like he can make anything in his mind seem real in the world they're in, which is like also freaking amazing and awesome. It just seems so effing cool, and I just love Ryder and more every time I freaking see him. But that end was kind of like where he's like, I just don't see you as a king anymore, so suck it. And then her saying that the knights actually may have thought that, or just like may not have liked her at the end. I wonder if this is going to change like how she feels and what she really wants. I wonder if this is going to change what she wants from the Grail for Saber. I wonder. I just don't know. But that does it for my Fate Zero reaction. I feel like if I'm missing anything, I can't believe Assassin's dead. Like Assassin is dead, right? They can't get me with that again and be like, oh no, they're not really dead. They're fine. What an amazing episode though, just to like chat through some of these things. Like I learned so much about each of them. Archer just pisses me off. I don't know why. I just don't like Archer. I think he's like a prissy little biatch. Maybe it's his earrings. I don't know. But I feel like if I don't know. I just like Ryder more and more. Do I want him to win the Grail? I don't know. I may be swaying more towards Ryder now. I love Saber and Irie. I really do. But I really like Ryder. But that does it for my Fate Zero reaction. If you feel like I missed something or you want to talk about something or a theory in the comments below, please do so. No spoilers, of course. And I will see you all for some possibly PUBG tonight. I don't know because I'm recording this in the past. But make sure you hang out on Sammie Crow on our Twitch for some, you know, streaming. Make sure you follow our Twitch. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Full Metal Alchemist tonight, and then like every day after. Yeah, Sammie Cone out.